when you date someone in real life, you can go home and search and stalk them on social media.
Right.
Do you think that the lead should be able to do that for the top picks?
Honestly, no, I don't think so. I think that, and I've said this before, but one thing that I loved was being able to get to know them away from social media, away from having your cell phone or TV or all the added distractions. And so you remove all of that, and it's really just face-to-face interactions, conversations, being able to get to know people for who they really are. And so that's one thing that, I personally loved that aspect of it.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I obviously get it. I made mistakes and things like that, but our relationship was built on a solid, sound foundation that was very organic. And if she had explored my Instagram, I feel like her and I are each other's person. And if she had explored my Instagram and seen that initially, she might have missed out on that. And
yeah, I think people are really quick to make judgments off of a handful of things that they see on the internet. And so I was just trying to stay open the entire journey, and I feel like I want that to still continue outside of it now too.
We don't typically see political conversations on the show or religious conversations, for example. Were there conversations you guys had that didn't make it to air that you felt like connected you on a deeper level in that respect?
Yeah.
I think when we got to Thailand and we got to spend some extra time with one another, we got to know each other on a deeper level, and that's when my love for her grew even stronger in Thailand. And I just knew, even though we didn't see eye to eye on necessarily everything, we can still find a common ground and work through it with one another.
Yeah, and I have things that are really important to me in my life, and he does too. And there's questions and conversations that I knew I needed to have to get to the next point in any relationship. And you're trying to condense everything into a 2-hour show each week. And so there's so much that happens on a daily basis that no one will ever see.
Yeah.
You have, given a lot of statements about this, and you said that it wasn't a true reflection of who you are. What have you learned about yourself throughout this process?
Yeah, I've learned that, I've always considered myself to be an open-minded person, accepting of everybody. I love everybody, and I'm a genuine guy and everything like that. And I learned that social media was almost defining who I was. I feel like it was almost attacking my character by some of the labels that were being put up against my name. And that was very hurtful towards me. So I feel like I now saw other side of the story from other people where my likes were offending them and hurting them, and I realized I was doing the wrong thing and making those mistakes, and I don't ever want to do that again. So I'm trying to grow and move forward and not make those same mistakes and make sure that I don't offend or hurt anybody else's feelings.
How have you seen him evolve throughout this whole process? And it opens beyond just social media stuff. It opens a lot of conversations that maybe you guys have not had with other people in relationships.
Yeah, I think, every interaction is different with people. And so for us, it was, like I said, part of our story and something that we've talked about really since we first got engaged and we were, not filming any longer. But he has been great about wanting to push himself, wanting to educate himself and learn and grow in a positive way. And that's something that I look for in a partner. We all make mistakes. We've all screwed up in the past, and we've all done something to offend somebody at some point. And all I could ask for in a relationship or a friendship or any relationship really is that people recognize that and they can admit fault when it happens and just say, look, I was in the wrong, but I want to move forward. I want to better myself. And that's what he's done.
Yeah, and it's great for me too, because I'm lucky because she's helping me grow and become better, because she's so understanding not only of me, but of other people's views as well. And she helps me see that side of things. And it helps me say, oh, I didn't understand that that's what could have happened or come from it. And she helps me see that and get past it and move forward.
And now there's the fun time where your exes all get thrown around to be the next Bachelor. Do you guys have any picks that you think would be really good for the gig?
Gosh, there were so many great guys on this season that I became so close with in the house, and I can't just pick out one guy. I think that there was multiple, but the one guy that I always lean towards is naturally Jason. I became close with him because he made it so far along the journey, as did I. And I just think that he articulates his words very well. He has very educated conversations. He's a respectful guy, commendable guy, and he's so genuine and sincere that I think that he would be a great fit for the next Bachelor.
Yeah, I mean, Jason would be an amazing option, but the last handful of guys that were with me along that journey too would make great Bachelors as well.
Where are you in settling down? Do you know where? And are you guys looking to have a long or a short engagement?
No time frames right now.
No time frames on anything.
Yeah, all we know right now is, so he's never been to Minnesota. I've never been to Reno. So he's going to spend some time at my place. I'm going to spend some time at his place. And then we've been throwing around the idea of coming out to California for a couple of years.
Yes.
So we'll see. But yeah, we're not putting a time frame on it or saying we need to move by this day, just because life is crazy and, you know, we're just enjoying this moment right now, being in public together. So we'll take it day by day.
Yeah.
TV wedding in the future, perhaps?
I don't know.
We don't know.
We'd be open to it. We're open to everything, and that's definitely a conversation that we'll have.
Yeah.
After Thailand and all
Yeah,
that.
after Thailand.
Yeah.